What's up, guys? Hope you all are well. Welcome back to episode 2 of the weekly wrap. There's a lot to cover in this episode. Hope you guys are ready, and you guys sent in like a whole lot of questions and topics to speak about, so let's get straight into it. So the first topic comes from _.lynchy. and Nick _A14, and they both asked me to speak about Danny Ings and his injury. Guys, what a heartbreaking incident. Honestly, Danny Ings has worked so hard to get back to the first team and get back fit, back fighting for a place in the squad, and all of a sudden he gets hit with another season-ending injury. I mean, how unlucky can you get? I mean, for me, I feel so bad for the kid, and he's such a hard worker and he has the right attitude. But the thing is, how many times can you fall and get back up at that same level? I have no doubt he'll get back up again and still play football, but whether or not he can get to that level of ability that he had before. I have heard a lot of people talking about like that you're never the same after an ACL, and especially after 2 ACLs you're never the same. You know, so there are quite concerning doubts about his future at Liverpool. I mean, especially after this. I mean, can Klopp really wait that long? I don't think we'll sell him until he's fully fit again, make no mistake, but I mean, does he have a future when he's back? I don't know. I think obviously we have to assess this in about a year's time. I think he has the support of the players and the staff and the fans, and I think that is a huge help in a time like this. I'm sure he'll have times when he's down and very upset about it, but you know, that's life, and he will bounce back. You know, so best of luck to him in his recovery, and get well soon, Danny, and we all will be fighting for you. So the next topic I got is from Gabriel.Kulo_. Hopefully I don't say your name wrong. And he asked about Coutinho being linked with PSG and Barca, and then Klopp obviously being on the shortlist for manager of the year. Okay, so there's two different things there. The first one is about Coutinho and him being linked to Barca and PSG. I know of late there has been a lot, and I mean a lot of talk about him leaving Liverpool, or potentially leaving Liverpool for bigger and better things at Barca and PSG. Personally, for me, if he does move, there is no way he's moving to PSG. In terms of Barcelona, I'm sure his heart is set on Barcelona one day. That day, though, is not today, and that day is not soon. So I don't think that we should be concerned about it. And a reliable Barcelona source, I don't know if you guys know him, is Rafael Hernandez on Twitter, and he said that there's no concrete interest in Coutinho from Barcelona as yet, right? And I say as yet because he is a quality player, and when a quality player is available, not that he's available, but for the right price he can be, you know, there are going to be a lot of suitors around who are sniffing around that, you know, to try and make a deal happen. But I don't see him moving in the next 2 years, so guys, don't even stress about that one. Also, guys, Klopp being named in the Manager of the Year award. What a honor, honestly. Guys, he came into Liverpool at such a unstable time, when there's like a lot of uncertainty around the club, when there's like a lot of pessimism and negativity around the club, and he managed to turn it around. 2 cup finals, the League Cup and Europa League, and we could have easily won both, really. Penalty shootout versus Man City, could have gone like either way. Final versus Sevilla, we just buckled under the pressure, and we'll learn from that. And it's scary to think how far we've come under his guidance. This new season as well, we've started like a house on fire, and really things are looking good. Klopp has come in and stabilized the ship, and he's brought hope, he's brought belief back into the club, and he's made the fans enjoy football. For once now, we actually enjoy watching Liverpool. We enjoy watching the attacking football that he brings, you know, and it's exciting. The future is exciting, and please God, under Klopp's tenure, we can come away with a few trophies, and honestly, that for me would be an unreal achievement. From where he came in to how he will potentially go out in like 6 or 7 years time, there's a lot to be excited about, and the future is still bright. Whether or not he wins it, that's another story, because I mean there are much better candidates there. I mean, especially how Real Madrid won the Champions League, number 11 in their history. Barcelona won the league, or Claudio Ranieri winning the Premier League. That for me could be the Manager of the Year. What an achievement, defying all sporting odds. And that for me should be the Manager of the Year. So guys, the next talking point comes from Luke Edwards, and he says, can you please talk about the rumors of Stevie G coming back as a coach? I think about a week and a half ago to 2 weeks ago, there was a lot of rumors that Stevie was going to come back to Liverpool, come back in a coaching capacity. Not in a playing capacity, unfortunately. He is getting a bit older now, doesn't really have anything to add to the squad in the playing area. But as a coach, I think he has a lot to give, right? And the question was given to Klopp, as in, does Steven Gerrard have a role at Liverpool, etc., etc., right? And Klopp came back and says that the door is always open for a legend like Stevie, and there's always a place, and there will always be a place for Stevie back at Liverpool. And because Stevie now is going to leave LA Galaxy when the season ends, and he will come back to Liverpool, there is talk of him now coming back in a coaching capacity, probably for the academy. And there has been a lot of talk that he'll come back into the academy, give his input there, and kind of grow these young players and give them the guidance to go on and make it and break it into the first team, right? And he's been there, he's done that before, so he can give them all the mindset changes that they need, all the guidance that they need, be a mentor, be like a father figure, and show them the way, show them the light, and how to get there. And I think for me, that is such an important role. I think Liverpool and Klopp should really look further into. I do believe he'd be a great appointment, and nothing short of like influential. I really do believe that. I think it'd be a great signing and a great capture for the club. And I think his heart always will and does lie with Liverpool. And I think if he can give something back to the club, I think he'd be more than happy to do so. Okay, the last talking point, and no one has actually suggested it because it only happened last night. But Liverpool, for the first time in their history, have appointed a sporting director who will take charge of all sporting activities at the club, and that job will go now to Michael Edwards. Honestly, I had no idea who he was. Honestly, I had no idea. I didn't know what he looked like. All I knew is he was part of the transfer committee. That's all I knew. That's literally all I knew about it, right? So last night, it was, I think, quite a bombshell, right? No one was quite expecting it, and out of nowhere, just bam, the media started like posting about Michael Edwards being our sporting director with immediate effect, taking control of all transfers, all activity, negotiations, contract negotiations, just the whole sporting aspect of the game, right? And Klopp doesn't have the time to do every single bit of the negotiating, and he does not have the ability nor the time to look at our financials and make sure that the club is financially stable. He doesn't have that ability nor the time, right? And Jurgen Klopp alongside Mike Gordon, they both decided that this role was perfect for Michael Edwards, and that he would be the perfect man to actually satisfy this role. Klopp has worked with a sporting director before at Dortmund, and he's more than happy and actually wants to operate under that structure again. And this actually brings in a solid foundation that if managers do change, that all they have to bring in is someone who has a similar style and they'll work under the same structure. It's that simple. And personally for me, I don't really know much about a sporting director. I'm going to be 100% honest here. If Jurgen Klopp backs the change, why do we have to now say no, it's the wrong change? Klopp believes in it. Klopp wants it. Klopp believes in Michael Edwards. He wanted Edwards to do it, right? So who are we to say now bring in Monchi from Sevilla? Maybe Monchi's not the right person to work with Klopp. Personality clashes, that kind of thing. And apparently Jurgen Klopp and Edwards have been working hand in hand for a long time and have a good working relationship. And that for me is nothing but positivity, really. Nothing but positivity. And that's where I'm going to end today's episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to me. If you guys want to submit questions and topics for next week, comment down below or go to my social media pages. They'll be in somewhere there. And I'll probably catch you again on Tuesday for another video. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching again. Much appreciated. And I'll catch you soon. Have a great weekend. Up Liverpool. Go the Reds. And sure. Oh, yeah, cool. See ya. Bye.